Okay. Etsy has changed their star seller program. What have they done? And more importantly, what computer shush, seriously. What have they done and what do I think of it? Because I have thoughts. Let's find out today. Okay, so if you haven't already seen it, about 15 minutes ago, I got an email from Etsy saying they've changed the star seller program. So let's have a look at what they've done. Yeah, let's without further ado, let's just dive straight into this first of all. So, exciting updates to the Star Seller program. Today, which is the 31st of May, we're excited to announce some changes designed to address key pain points. Whoa, for sellers who provide excellent customer service. We know it feels great when someone recognizes the hard work you've put in, yada, yada, yada. Show off all the rave reviews. That's why we introduced Star Sellers. It rewards, okay, well, we'll note this because I'll come around to this later. It rewards and highlights sellers who consistently deliver for their customers. The criteria for the program are things we know matters most to customers. But our work to create the best program didn't end with the initial launch. Since then, we've continued to do regular interviews with sellers to find out what matters most to you. As we've already made improvements to our tool based on your feedback, for example, in February, after hearing from you, we introduced custom digital items, which makes it easier for digital sellers to meet the delivery requirements for Star Seller. The cynical amongst us would say they didn't think out the program before they launched it, but it is also really good that they are listening to feedback and making changes. So let's see what today we're excited to announce some changes to the program based on your feedback. They're designed to address the key pay points and make Star Seller more achievable for sellers who provide excellent customer service. We're changing how we calculate the ratings criteria, reducing the number of message threads that require a response, and lowering the order minimum for Star Seller. Get a breakdown of the exciting improvements to the Star Seller program below. So, simplifying the ratings criteria. A lot of you'll be happy with this. I read that, yeah, this is a good one. We heard your feedback that the ratings criteria made it hard to achieve Star Seller because it only considered 5-star reviews. We're updating the criteria to a 4.8 rating average in the 3-month review period. Now, yeah, we'll get around to this in a minute. But anyway, so that 4-star ratings count more positively towards your eligibility for Star Seller. We'll add up your ratings from the review period and divide by the number of reviews you'd received to calculate your ratings average. This makes Star Seller more achievable for sellers with great reviews. 85% of shops with a review in the past 3 months have a rating average of 4.8 or higher. This update will be reflected on your Star Seller dashboard in June and will take effect on the 1st of July. While we're on the subject of reviews, a quick reminder, you can now respond directly to any reviews you receive. Responding to shoppers' reviews gives you a chance to clarify. Yep, that was a nice change. Good. Okay, so let's look into this. So they're going to take the average of all your reviews. So instead of what it currently is you have to have 95% of your reviews have to be 5 stars above. Now they are saying, now I'm not sure if they are saying 95% of your reviews have to be 4.8% or higher, or all of your reviews have to be 4.8% or higher. An average of 4.8 or higher. We will find out tomorrow when the update is reflected on your dashboard. But 4.8 does make it better. This is something we spoke about before. This is meaning that a 4-star review will drop your percentage, will drop your average less than a 1-star review. So, yep. I don't think anyone can totally complain. I think this was needed because especially because some people are still saying that they can only leave a 4-star review, and some buyers leave a 4-star review as standard, and they're quite entitled to because they feel 5-star doesn't mean good enough. A 5-star means this was amazing. This blew my tiny little socks off. So saying a 4-star review isn't such a bad thing is, yeah, okay, I'm good with that. Right, let's move on. Streamlining messages. Responding quickly to customers' messages creates a better shopping experience, ensures your customers get quick answers to their questions. That's why responding to initial messages within 24 hours is one of the criteria for earning your Star Seller badge. But we heard your feedback about how it can be hard to stay on top of your messages you receive on Etsy. Again, I think you guys are going to like this one. I did like this one as well. In June, we'll introduce new and improved message experience that will start to combine your messages from the same buyer into a single thread. This was an issue that people had. If buyers were using the chat feature that Etsy had started, it meant that kind of each time they messaged you, instead of replying to the thread that they were already talking in, they started a new thread without realizing it. And we had to respond to that thread, even if it was just them saying thank you. So people were losing their Star Seller because of that. So now all these messages will be combined into a single thread. And to be perfectly honest, I have to see how it's done. But I think that's going to make it easier to deal in your shop as well, because it can get confusing when they're messaging you in several different threads. And if, like me, you do custom things and you're looking for the pictures they sent you or some details that you need to know, and you don't know which thread it's in. So this could be cool. To earn your Star Seller badge, you'll need to respond to initial messages from buyers within 24 hours in fewer threads than before, since you told it was difficult to stay on top of your messages. Not only will this change make it easier to qualify, it'll also make managing your messaging much more streamlined. Yes. We also heard your feedback about the message response rate criteria, adding extra stress to managing your messages. We're exploring tools that give you more flexibility to decide when to respond to messages. Interesting. Remember, you can always turn on auto reply to ensure your customers receive a response to their initial message. Okay, so interesting. They're exploring tools that give you more flexibility to decide when to respond. So hopefully, just now you either respond or it's from Etsy staff and you don't have to respond, or you mark it as spam. And I know people are quite often marking messages as spam that aren't spam, but because they don't know what else to do with them. So you might have an option to be no response needed or something. I don't know. It would make sense. Well, it wouldn't make sense. Let's be honest. It doesn't help the customer and it doesn't help you in any way. It is just for the Star Seller. But that's just me, firstly, being cynical, and secondly, preempting what new tools they're planning. Okay, so lowering the order minimum. To earn a Star Seller badge, shops need to meet order and sales minimums in the review period. We're lowering the order minimum to help lower volume sellers who provide great customer service earn a Star Seller badge. Starting in July, shops will need at least 5 orders. This is down from 10 within the 3-month review period to qualify for Star Seller. So up until just now, you need 10 orders within 3 months to belt to even be considered for Star Seller. And now you just need to have 5 orders. That is still a lot for some people, but it is halved. That's all I can say. These orders will still need to total the same amount, which is $300 or £200 before postage and taxes. So they still have to be high volume things. So like sticker sellers and stuff are still going to need a good deal more than 5 orders. And you still need to have been on Etsy's platform for 90 days since your first sale. That criteria hasn't changed. You'll start to see this new criteria reflected on your dashboard in July, and badges will be awarded using these new minimums on the 1st of August. Okay, so yeah, and Etsy has a link to their survey. Yeah, and if anyone back to me, if anyone thinks that Etsy doesn't listen, they clearly do, because these are changes we've been crying out for. The cynical, that's not me in any way, shape, or form, might say that before you make a change, you should be thinking of all these things beforehand, and they should have preempted this before they launched it, but they didn't. So they heard the howls of complaint and they've made changes. Some of them I think are good. I think making it an average of your stars, so that the 4-star doesn't hurt as much as a 1-star. That's a no-brainer. That's really good. Combining the messages, I think that's going to help our shops anyway. Even not with this star seller thing. So I'm good with that as well. Lowering the orders. Look, I get it. I know a lot of sellers don't make that number of sales, and it's really sad and difficult. And yes, it's good that they can get a star seller, but part of me is saying if they're constantly lowering the bar to get a star seller, this was supposed to be a badge of excellence. This was supposed to say this shop is really good. But quite rightly, because everyone who couldn't reach the criteria suddenly felt left out, felt annoyed, felt penalized for things that were beyond their control, they've complained, and Etsy's lowering and lowering and lowering the bar. So it is now, it never was. It was supposed to be, it never was a mark of excellence. It is now just, it's a participation badge. It's a participation badge. That's the thing. If they make it easier and easier and easier, then it's getting to the point that absolutely now, if so many people can get it, then yes, it has to be changed. So pretty much everyone who's not a scam shop can get it. It's not a mark of excellence. It is just showing that you turn up and you meet the basic requirements. I don't know what the answer was. The badge didn't need to be there in the first place. It's patronizing. There, I said it. But let me know in the comments down below what you all think of it, what you think of the changes. And yeah, hang around and read the comments, because it's usually an interesting little debate here. I'd love to hear if you have different thoughts on it. I haven't thought everything through here, and I'd love to hear if you love it, if you hate it, if you really don't care. But I will say, before anyone gets all worked up, getting or not getting the star seller badge will not impact sales in your shop. Like, it won't impact the algorithm. It only could if it encouraged buyers to be more likely to buy from you. And I don't think it'll prevent them from buying from you, but yes, if they were already clicked on your shop, it might be a 0.1% more, like, oh, maybe I trust this shop a little bit more. I don't think they're a big deal. Anyway, comment below. Let me know what you think. And take the survey. Go to Etsy. Let them know what you think as well, what changes they could make. Right. Thank you so much. See you next time.